Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. I'm here to do a general collective reading. It is a timeless reading. You can switch the genders and the roles if you need to. It's only energy after all. Please take only what applies in your situation and toss the rest. Don't try to make things fit if it doesn't. It's not advisable. Thank you for joining me. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm having an okay day. Can't complain. And even if I wanted to complain, there's no point in that. Why bother? There's enough complainers in the world. We don't need more. Anyhow, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Where are we going to go with this read, Spirit? What do you say? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. That's a message for them. Thank you. A deep knowing, 43, moving forward. This is a chariot. This is awareness, radical acceptance, bringing back balance to a situation. Taking accountability, moving forward and leaving something or someone behind. Universally driven, this is victory. Could be moving and or traveling, or something to do with a car. With the owl there, that it usually brings, it's two meanings behind the owl. It's a high wisdom and or death. Something's coming to an end. Deep knowing, somebody knew something. You or someone else. It's going to be proven factual. Bottom of the deck, that's the overarching energy. Bottom of the deck is the underlying energy. Go the distance and reverse. So somebody can't go the distance. They've been stopped. 47 reverse. It's 11 in reverse. It's justice in reverse. Something wasn't fair, wasn't balanced. Could have been amoral or criminal or all the above. So something's not happening for somebody here. Yeah, they shall not know peace. They committed a crime. Could be a 23 in reverse. It's 5 in reverse. It could be a divorce or separation. Could be a crime. Could be a warlock. Could be corruption, abuse of power, abuse of authority, bad counsel, a false contract, no beliefs. It could be a platform if you have a platform, some sort of institution in the shitter. Pieces in reverse. There's a peace stuff here with the olive branch. If somebody wants to make peace or reconcile, it's not going to happen. Yeah, they keep repeating bad cycles. Round and round it goes. Round and round and running. I keep hearing that song in my head. 25, moving forward, leaving it behind. Overcoming. You overcame something. And there's movement now. Yeah. Somebody keeps coming back around. So there's breakups and coming back around. It could be family, friend, love, and or business. But yeah, there's trouble. You go your separate ways, and they always come back to you, or you always go back to them. Soulmates could be family, friend, love, and or business. It could be anybody. Everybody we deal with is a soulmate. It could be a marriage, though. It's a 41. It's a 5. It could be something to do online, a marriage, a contract, a decision. You could be spiritually high ranking, or the divine stepping in. Somebody is proven to be inflexible here. 19. 6. They could be sick. You're not bending over backwards for these people or this person any longer. They were hiding and cloaking. You don't trust them. There's lack of trust. Somebody's not happy. No reconciling here. To the sea. Yeah. They don't want to take accountability. They've been stopped. Could have had a car accident. Could have lost their car. Can't travel. Don't want to move if they're being forced to move. You or someone else. They don't want to take accountability. It's not going to happen. It's going nowhere. Whatever this is. Whatever they thought was going to happen is not going to happen. I just heard they were bargaining. I don't know what that means in this context, actually. I know what bargaining means. Don't get me wrong, but having to do with this read, I'm not sure where that falls. So let's see where we're going to go. Is this the wrong deck? Okay. Somebody's full of envy. I don't know. I think, oh, geez, really? So I just heard you only can take this person in small doses at one point, and now you can't take them anymore at all. So deep knowing, 43. I don't know if it's business, love, friendship, or family. Desire. Self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. What did I tell you? Full of envy. Hater, spiteful, and jealous. Wow. Dating, new love, options back on the market. Could be somebody that you dealt with in the past, a past person. And they always come back to you. This could be them. They're always looking for new. You know what I mean? Back in the market, going on dating sites. Egg on their face. Wow. Ashamed, backfired, and got caught. Playing mind games with you. Immature, testing you, analyzing you. Very toxic people. Them and or whomever they surround themselves with. Addictions, bad advice, and wrong crowd. This is your ex. The ex that you said deuces to. You want to play? Go play, but by yourself. Unfaithful, love triangle, ex in question. Or whatever they did to you is being done to them, maybe. Fed up, cutting ties, walking away. They're childish. You don't do childish. Immature, argumentative, playing the victim. It's fun to have fun. You can be 80 years old and live like a child in your heart. That doesn't mean you're childish. It means that that innocence, that sense of awe and wonder is with you. But this person's just childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. Guidance. You were guided away from this person. You have a great deal of faith. You've healed. You're going with your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams, because this person's very secretive. They always have been. They always will be. Sneaky, mysterious, and hiding information. They're guilty. They want you to feel guilty now because you turned your back on them. Apology, remorseful, ashamed for all the controversy they stirred up. No, I don't think so. Drama, scandal, truth coming out. So the truth is coming out. And that's why you're always deep knowing. You knew it already. This is somebody that won't bring any happiness. Okay, whatever promises they make, they can't uphold them. They will not follow through with them. It is what it is. I'm also picking up that there could be another person in the background, whether it's on your side or theirs, who's kind of like a wallflower, male or female. They're not very lucky in love, for whatever reason. I don't know why. But they're envious of you. They want whomever you have, if that makes sense. To prove a point that they're better than you, maybe? I don't know. I'm so over these types of people. You know, I've met people like this off and on throughout my life, okay? But until I started doing the cards, and you actually feel the energy, and you actually hear it, see it, smell it sometimes. And you're like, yeah, every day I gotta fucking put up with these energies. Not that I have to, but sometimes it's like, wow. I can't get over how many people, how common this is. Deep knowing, where are we going with this? And desire. Doing rugs. Somebody could be doing rugs or offering other people rugs. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something in those rugs to make them feel amorous. Or when they do rugs, they feel amorous and they need somebody. You know what I'm saying, right? Outdated. Could be a narcissist you're dealing with, discarded. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. So they wore out their welcome. This person. With you, with others, maybe. They can't get lucky. Yeah, people are trying to protect themselves from this person. They could be a predator of some sort. You parting ways with this person is your protection, or people are trying to protect themselves, or they should protect themselves around this person. They could have an STD or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of schmecks here. Caution. You're being cautioned. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Some sort of receipts and or medical reports. Someone's putting on a show, and that's game over. You've ignored them. They're putting on a show for you, whether it's online or in person. You're ignoring them. They're creeping on you. Okay, I'm picking they are a creep. Making bad choices, burning evidence or deleting evidence. You kick them to the curb. A divorce or separation here, breaking a contract. So it doesn't... less and less people are marrying these days. It doesn't have to be an out-and-out marriage. It could be just a breakup of a long-term relationship. This is a bugaboo. This could be the third party. Okay, that's envious. This bugaboo is full of envy yet again. Red lipstick stain. So they're trying to make it, or they did try to make it obvious that your partner was seeing somebody else. They wanted you to know they were there. You're playing games with you. They want you to explode. They want you to come after them. They want you to compete against them. You're going to have to call the police on these people. Somebody's all up in your energy. They want to hurt you. They want to compete against you. They want Somebody's envious of you because they can't be you. They'll never match up to you. And I was like, let me show them who I am. I'm important too. I'm sleeping with your person. No, you're not important. You're just a release. Do you understand what I'm saying? A place where somebody can just release themselves and leave a mess and move on. If that's what you want, go ahead, darling. Go ahead. You're no more than that to this person. That's a narc you're dealing with, okay? Deep knowing, desire, doing drugs. You're just a choice. Or just a handy answer to a pressing problem. You know? I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. Yeah, there's no self-love here. So whomever you're dealing with certainly has no self-love, self-awareness, or self-respect. It's sad, really. Yeah. Somebody's losing their home. They could be working in real estate, or you are. Somebody's lost their real estate agent, their license, and or something to do with real estate. It's in the this is losing their home or something. Oh, okay. So these are fucking scam artists. Okay. Some sort of fraud going on here. That's not good. Oh, why am I shuffling this again? Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, something to do with family. Family's in the clinker. Could be a family. Somebody in your family is no longer family. Somebody didn't want a family. Oh, wow. Satanic family. Doing magic on you. Love spells, lust spells, hesitation. Making a decision here. Somebody's got to make a decision. They want to show up on you. So they're doing spell work on you so they can show up on you. Surprise! Be careful. Unexpected action, spontaneous showing up, unexpected change. Reservations. Yeah. No reservations. They didn't call ahead. It's not only you, darling. So if you think this ex is coming back towards you, it's not only you. There's more people hanging in the background for some reason. They want to get you. They're doing magic on you for some reason. Somebody's overloaded with something. Yeah, you're not lustful. You're not. They've been pouring it on, trying to get you into bed, and it's not working. Trying to get you to look their way, it's not working. How embarrassing. Now, you had foresight. You saw this coming a mile away. It's in the future, a few days, 2 weeks, few months, direction forward. You're still moving forward in your life. Your ships are coming in. They could have went to the crossroads. Yeah, you totally dismissed this person. You're not interested. You don't want nothing to do with them. They could have disregarded you and threw you out, like discarded you a while back. You're dealing with a narc, so you're not going back there. So disregard, ignore, look the other way, leaving behind. So they mistreated you, and now they think they can just come in and waltz right in and pick up where you guys left off? No, I don't think so. Some people. Deep knowing, yeah, you don't trust them. You get on your own. It's a karmic soul tie. Don't see eye to eye. You have nothing in common. There's no harmony. Deep knowing, desire, doing rugs, and self-love in reverse. They don't love themselves. They don't love you. They don't love anybody. You're dealing with a narc. I'm definitely picking that up. And whomever they're dealing with. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you're ignoring them. You blocked them. They're acting like a victim now. Somebody's undecided. They don't know what to do. They don't see what's coming. You're at peace. Why would you want to screw with that? So there's a lot of water swirling behind her here, okay? There's a lot of chaos behind her, but you're at peace. It's not bothering you any. Some reason decisive. They don't know what to do. There's mental conflict. They're in denial. Are you denying them? Yeah, ignoring them for sure. They rejected you at one point. They wanted the fast people in the fast life. You weren't good enough for this person, so okay, fine. You're pretty zen about it. You moved on, you went your own way, right? Now they're moping, they're crying. They're regretting what they've done. They're trying to get your attention here. You're alone. You're good on your own. They could be on their own. They don't like being on their own. Narcs very seldom do. Somebody's shining a light on this, or you are, or somebody's done, you did some soul searching. You're finding out they're out in the cold. They followed another out into the cold. They're going towards lack and loss and poverty, so they want to come back towards you. You are their wish fulfillment now. Now, they want a new beginning with you. They're feeling very passionate about you. But this is someone that's jealous and abused you in the past. They lie, they spread rumor, gossip, and slander. They're petty and they're cruel. They're stalking you. They are stalking you. They're homeless, possibly. They're non-committal. They're not happy. Party's over. Could be losing their home, something like that. They can't go the distance, that's for sure. They're unstable. They want to come in and destabilize you. I don't know what this is. Somebody's a liar, though, okay? This is news they don't want to hear. You have new beginnings. You have a passion for someone else or something. I don't know. Yeah. They're looking back. They're looking back going, yeah, I didn't have it that bad with that person. I had pretty good. They're wanting to harvest from you again. They underestimated you, though. You could be counting your money. Spying, stalking you. There's an investment here of some sort. They want to invest in you. They want you to invest in them. Yeah, they're scared. Somebody's sick. They're scared. This is a scandal. Scandalous. You don't want to heal. They said you were crazy. They said you were sick. I don't know what this says. 4 swords in reverse. Why are they scared? Somebody's looking back here. They're scared because they know what they've done to you. They know how they treated you. Yeah. They want you to... You supported them. They were giving a couple love to everybody else. They want to come in with a couple love towards you. Something to do with the friends hanging out in the background here. Somebody at a distance. You moved on. There's a period of transition here. They were giving and receiving with other people, prioritizing other people. 6-6 if this resonates with you. I don't know. They're keeping tabs on you. There's some sort of monitoring going on. Friends are keeping an eye on you. They had their friends keeping an eye on you, or this third party's keeping an eye on you. I don't know. They're paying others, or they're getting paid. The truth and clarity is coming out. How generous you were with this person. You're very balanced. They wanted to play. Somebody wanted to play paybacks. I don't know. Tit for tat with you or something like that. The truth and clarity as to where the money came from, why they were so generous is you. You've exposed them or somebody's exposing them. You're very, very happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is illumination. Yeah, you're stable and secure. Male or female. Place the genders where it belongs. You're hardworking, abundant, intelligent, but independent as well. You're a nurturer and a healer. You're down to earth. You're hardworking. You're very creative. You know your value and your worth. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. And with that bunny next to her, you're very fruitful. You're very fertile. You make it look easy. You make life look easy, but it's not. With most Queen of Pentacles, male or female, cards, you see that the mountains are always behind hers because she overcame these mountains. She or he. And now she's in a position where she's able to rest and take it easy. She's riding a scooter or a Vespa. She doesn't have a car. Gives me the impression that she's very, maybe not cheap, but frugal. She watches her dimes. She watches her money, right? She doesn't buy more than she needs. That's why she's able to provide for herself and others. And people look at her like, oh, you can get some from her or him. Yeah, very balanced, very joyful. I just heard joyful. Very patient, kind and giving. Very nurturing. This is a healing energy, temperance. Everything in moderation. You don't get a lot of love, so you pour it into yourself. That's okay, because there's a lot of self-love here. You learned the hard way. You're very balanced. You are. You have one foot in the water, one foot on the soil. Very balanced between your emotions. You keep it pushing, I just heard. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Make peace. You're at peace. They want to reconcile with you. Because they have addictions. Somebody's obsessed with you. Angel and demon. Wow. There could be two sides to you as well. Which there should be. You're very balanced between your dark and light. That's what I'm getting from this particular one. It's not always that way. But somebody's got they're obsessed with you. They have obsessions or addictions, and they're codependent. That's why they want to reconcile with you. They're codependent. Somebody's attached to you. They want to attach themselves, bind themselves to you. They want to come towards you and say they want to heal things with you because they have addictions. Yeah, they're hurting for money. That's why. They want a life of luxury off your back. They're independent. They're not independent. Sorry, they're very unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish, codependent and clingy. This could be a financial crime involved as well, having to do with addictions or something like that, or codependency issues. They want you to come back, or they want to come back to you, or they want you to come back. If it's a narc you're dealing with, they want you to come back to them on your hands and knees. How dare they grovel in front of you? Somebody's refusing to move on, digging in their heels. They're too emotionally invested because somebody's getting their life paid for, getting their rugs paid for, getting their whatever paid for. They're stuck, struggling. Unless they cut their losses, they're going to be stuck and struggling forever. They try to sacrifice you. You made a lot of sacrifices for this person. That's why they want you they want to come back into your life. Yeah. But they're not sorry for what they've done. They're not. They're immature, insincere, and jealous, and selfish. This is childish, right? They're having an emotional outburst. They don't want to let go. Somebody's trying to buy some time or something like that. It's a fall from grace. They partied too much. They're not sorry. They're immature. They're boastful. Very smug, full of themselves, selfish. I know it all, a show off. They're very boastful, putting on an act. No emotional fulfillment or happiness. They could be getting demoted and or terminated or lose their position in a group, family, or at work. They got a lot of burdens on their back. So they're partying too much. They're not working. They're spending too much, or they're spending more than what they're making. Yeah, something's over. Somebody could have passed on, ending a cycle to be at a new one. You are the Phoenix Rising. This is a family, a group, some sort of community, and or this is you. You're happy. This is a wish fulfillment. Okay, this could be an idiot that has life insurance out on you. Yeah. Somebody lied. They're jealous, vindictive, vile, spiteful, bitter, underhanded, undermining people. They think they're extremely skilled or intelligent, but they're not. Somebody from your past, or they want to reconcile. They're going to lie to you. This is a tit for tat for this person because they're out of money. They stole money from you in the past. They're going to do it again. Yeah. They're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They want to attack you. They feel like in the upright, 7 of Wands means that you have the upper hand. You have the advantage. They're at a disadvantage here, okay? They made up allegations and accusations about you that were unfounded. You're not fighting, you're competing for them. No. You're not wanting to come back over there. No, they're feeling overwhelmed, defeated. They have no defense. They have no protection. 7 of Wands in reverse. They want you to unblock them. Unblock a payment, gathering some information. They tried to block, if you're doing divination, they were trying to block your channel or whatever you do. Block your money. You consciously are aware of it because you are manifesting. Somebody's gathered some information. You're starting something new. You took a practical approach. It's paying off for you. Your manifestations are here. As above, so below. You're co-creating with the divine. You're going to be taking action against these people. You consciously know these people were ganging up against you, trying to destabilize you. This is a third party that caused the end of your marriage or relationship that's involved here. You're going to be taking action. Somebody's really focused on you. Yeah, they're doing magic, shit talking. Somebody who's very promiscuous, sleeping around, very dirty, very dirty. And I mean that in all ways. This is somebody that gave out false counsel. Secrets are not coming out. They can't stop this. Yeah. Somebody made a decision. They're watching you from afar. They were plotting, planning. You're still moving forward. You're not waiting. Somebody's not waiting for another. They went to the crossroads. They're trying to strategize a way to escape a situation, or you're the one that got away. All they can do is watch you from afar now. Yeah, you made the right judgment call by leaving, running, Okay? They want a second chance. They're going to lie to you some more. Making plans now. What lies will she or he fall for this time? None. Their hearts have been weighed. Okay? This is taking accountability for all their fuck shit. Okay? That even looks like sperm. Sorry, but it does when you look at it. Some of these are good. A trail is... Listen, get some blue light. You'll probably be amazed what you see around this person. Anyways, this is gross. This is awareness. They're under divine judgment. They're trying to outrun judgment. I don't think so. Yeah, you kept it pushing. You made some wise decisions here. Male or female, like I said, place it where it belongs. You remained emotionally balanced, stable, mature, loving, kind, nurturing, and sweet. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix that. Used your intuition to get through this, to guide you. You had the biggest cup of love in the whole deck is the Queen of Cups. Male or female? It's unconditional love. You were very giving and sweet. Very generous with your time, your energy, with your love, your emotions. And this person was non-committal. They could have stolen a home from you. Party's over. They wanted to destabilize you, make you homeless, maybe? There's no redemption. Yeah, you don't trust them. This is a past life karmic soul tie. Lack of awareness, for sure. They don't want to let go. They don't want to let go. Or they didn't want to let go of their past people. I don't know. You don't trust them. You go your own way. Don't see eye to eye. You're not getting along. There's no harmony here. Yeah, somebody's in their emotions. You want true love. You love yourself enough to say no more. This is happy. This is peace. The worst that's happened. Yeah, you don't want worries. The worst has happened for them, though. They could be really emotionally or mentally unstable. Mentally, for sure. Truth and clarity. I think that the divine is working on this person's mentals. Maybe they're losing their mentals. The worst has happened now that the truth has come out. You're speaking your truth, or somebody else is knowing the truth. Is coming out one way or the other. This is a breakthrough for you. Communication is coming out quickly, too. Wow, it's getting around quick. Okay? You're very intelligent and wise. And they didn't see this coming. Their plans are falling apart. They're not prepared they're not prepared for this. Somebody was non-committal. They just didn't want to be alone. They wanted you waiting. They didn't want you moving on with your life. This is a gold digger and a clout chaser. Male or female, doesn't matter. Very materialistic, greedy, and selfish, and lazy. Codependent, clingy for sure. It's a bully. This is get-rich-quick schemes. They didn't want to let go of this get-rich-quick schemes or their ego. This is somebody who has an image to uphold. They're involved in corruption. They love to spend money, but they hate paying bills. They're having financial difficulties at the moment. They're very jealous of you, by the way. How you comport yourself and compose yourself. How you... Yeah, this is opposer player energy. They did something too quickly. They yanked your chain too many times and too quickly here. Now they're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilt milk. They'll never get back what they had with you. They'll be far away from home, kicked out of a home. Yep, and a car too. Home and car. They're losing it all. Home, car. They can't move forward, out of control. They don't want to take accountability, and they can't overcome. They're because they picked a doppelganger here. They were very toxic, very conniving persons, running out of options. People are seeing through the illusions here. All that glitters isn't gold. People see you for who you are now. This is good news coming towards you. Somebody's assessed the situation. They wanted to, I don't know, they really try to debase you in some way, try to dry up your money, try to push everybody away from you so you would have no options but to come contact them, come crawling back on your hands and knees. They don't have a choice. They have to come crawling back on their hands and knees, not that you're going to receive them. Not that you're going to receive them in a kind way or in a happy way. I mean, you're not going to be uncivil, but yeah, somebody's stuck in their head. They might be going to jail. They're trying to restrict you. They're stuck in their head, that's for sure. Self-imposed. They're trying to attach something to you or bind you. That could be some sort of a leader person. You're getting your justice. King of Wands, male or female. Somebody's bringing you some justice. Someone's reckless, careless, and foolish. They took unnecessary risks. They thought you were naive and gullible until you let them go. You gave them up, or they let you go and gave you up, thinking that all kinds of things. But man, they went for the third party. The third party broke their heart. Or they thought they broke your heart. It might have hurt for a little while, but you know what? You're better off. You're better off. You're happy. You're happy that this isn't you stuck with this person. They really wanted to see that the swans. I always look at swans like a divine being. They could have known you were a divine being, and they wanted to end you, or the third party wanted to end you, to take your energy, your spiritual gifts, and or your spiritual inheritance. Because they're monogamous. These birds are monogamous. They don't sleep around. They don't go elsewhere. They're very watched over by the crown, by the court, by governments. Yeah, this is competition, conflict, jealousy, drama, and strife. A lot of rivalry. Yeah, it's for your spiritual inheritance or a lot of money. It could be life insurance. It could be family. They were very jealous of you. They wanted you to compete with them. They wanted you to be an option. Yeah, no. I don't think so. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever, Satan. Now this person could be settled down with a whole bunch of kids. Yeah, you lost something to back your power. They're a father now or something like that. There's a whole bunch of kids involved. And some elderly folks they have to watch out for, pay for. Somebody's feeling very betrayed. They know they betrayed you. You're in your power right now, whether male or female. They kept repeating a bad pattern of behavior. They want to come back around to you. They think it's unfinished business. They want to open up to you. Yeah. They're in trouble financially. They can't play games with you any longer. You let them go for a good reason. Or they let you go because maybe at that time they thought you weren't profitable. But now they're looking back and they're going, holy shit, this person is a divine being. And ending a third-party situation, collaboration, false contract. They just didn't want to put the work in. They were lazy and disrespectful. Yeah, divorce, separation, they were non-committal. Could be involved with, this could be a warlock. Could be involved in crime or corruption. There's law and order stepping in, doctor, lawyer, authority figure of some sort. This could be you or anybody else, male or female, speaking the truth, setting boundaries. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. You're out in the public eye, maybe. You don't have to be. But it's coming out publicly. The truth is out. They can't hide this. They're spreading egregious gossip. There will be no reconciling. They're in their feelings, right? They were malicious, ruthless, and cruel. They were abusive, okay? Emotionally unstable, self-serving. Yeah, willing to do whatever it took to win. And everybody else is taking on losses. They didn't care about anybody. They didn't care about anyone but themselves. This was a lot of abuse going on. Recklessness, endangering of others. They don't care. Yeah, Tower. Bye. Now they're scared. Out of control. They lost control. They have no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. This is humbling to them. They don't know what to do. They didn't see it coming. You're avoiding them. They can't scare you. They can't bother you. Yeah. You're going, this is destiny. This is fated. They're blocked from their own or your destined path. They can't. This is a gold digger and cloud chaser. You blocked them. They're trying to hitch a ride on your wheel of fortune. Yeah. They're unfaithful. You can't trust them. They're not reliable and they're immature. And they're lazy. They can't come correct. They don't have anything of value to offer you. They could have been trying to intercept some money that was yours. They don't want to pay you a dime if they owe you money. They're not working. Maybe they're trying to dry up your business if you're an entrepreneur of some sort. Trying to get you fired so you go back, crawling back to them or something. Whatever they try to do, it's not working. They're not working. Oh, gosh. So they said you weren't working, that you're a hoe bag. They're scapegoating you. They were doing magic. Somebody's jealous. They're a hoe bag. And they're trying to escape you. This is not wish fulfillment. They're not wish fulfillment to you. The third party, you don't want these people in your life. Ending a cycle. It's over. You're not happy. They're never going to bring you happiness, and you know it. So it's a deep knowing. You knew all along. You left, okay? You moved on. You left them behind. That's why you left them behind. They could have went around saying that they left you. No, you left them. Yeah, they can't go the distance on their own. This was unfair, unbalanced, could be amoral or criminal, whatever they were doing to you or the third parties or whomever. They got a group of people after you based off of their lies. Good for them. They're going to find out the hard way. Somebody was so envious of you, it's not even funny. It could be the third parties. It could be your ex. Place it where it belongs. Haters, spiteful, jealous, or they claim this was you. Desire, self-pleasures, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. Or it could be somebody in this crowd Or they could. The last time you spoke to them could have tried to get you back into bed, and it didn't work, and they got offended. Somebody's doing rugs, like they claimed you were. Someone or something is outdated here, okay? They discard people easily, so it's narcissistic, possibly outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. Real estate's in reverse. They're losing their home, or they could be a realtor, or you can. There's no self-love here, that's for sure. If you can't love yourself, then you certainly can't love another. You don't know what unconditional love looks like. You feel like unconditional love is alien. I know that because I love somebody unconditionally, and they thought I was up to something. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's because they weren't used to it. They never saw unconditional love in their whole life, not even from their mother, not from anybody they were surrounded with, and it was sad. It was sad when I realized what this person had gone through, but it's not my fault, and I'm not here to be their whipping post either. I'm sorry this is how you were raised. I wish it was different for this person, but I'm not the one that hurt them. But yet, I'm the one that they bled all over, which wasn't fair. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Are we ending this? Okay, that's quick. Balance, justice, 29. It's 11 in tarot. 6, balance yet again. It's a third-party situation. You used your higher wisdom. You made the right choice. It's something to do with a contract or a decision, or you're going towards a higher level soulmate connection. It's lovers is always about choices and consequences. It is a karmic card. The lovers, whether it's in the upright or in the reverse, is always fraught with choice, with decisions that either or you have to reap some consequences for. You can't bypass it. You can't. To me, that's what the lovers is anyways. It could also imply will, you have free will. In the reverse, it's something happened against your will. They did this willingly, okay? Somebody was in their ego, lustful energy. They wanted power and domination and control over you. I thought they could control you, but you're too strong, resilient. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. They wanted your power, maybe. It's not going to happen. 17. They're in their south node. You're in your north node. This is not wish fulfillment. Losing hope. They could feel ashamed of themselves. I don't know if narcs really feel ashamed. I know they possibly feel something when they're caught out, exposed, but I don't know what they feel is shame. I have no idea. 29. The Ashen Queen. Reflection, overthinking, and peace. There are times in life when we just need to stop and reflect on where we are on our path. There is no sorrow here, just a need to have a goal, something to plan for and look forward to. Meditation and visualization may be needed to calm the mind and give you some guidance. Whatever you need to do to relax, find the time to do it. When days are overloaded with the demands of modern life, it can be stressful. And sometimes we need permission to be kind to ourselves. Make plans to do the things which make you happy. Reconnect with nature, walk, dance, laugh, whatever it is. Time to be just you is much needed now. So yeah, bringing back balance. Soothe, self-soothing. Okay, so falling from grace, divine protection, despair, and healing. Whether you feel you have psychic abilities or not, rest assured you are being looked after by forces greater than all of us. Once you accept that beginnings and endings are inevitable in your life will flow. Your life will flow again, pardon me. If you have experienced major changes, it's okay to feel apprehensive and fearful. However, this card suggests that you need nurturing in order to heal yourself and let go of a closed chapter in your life. You may be grieving over a physical unalive, the unalive of a project, an ending of a relationship, and so on. But please know that you are not abandoned nor alone, and the message here is to remind you that there is angel protection around you. Angels represent faith, hope, and healing. Take some time to sit quietly and connect with their energy through meditation or visualization. The healing process is about to begin. So I think you've been on a healing you've been healing. It's more so, I think, for these people, they need to heal. 8. Tears for innocence, past regrets and letting go. So they know that you didn't deserve any of this. You were innocent. Childhood memories, whether happy or dysfunctional, may be at the forefront of your mind. Before I keep going, They just reminded me of what I saw earlier in the cards. This could be just for a couple of you. I don't know. Only take it if it applies. This person was thinking that they can take away all of your options in life, meaning to support yourself. They wanted you to be at their mercy so they can pimp you out. That's for some of you, okay? They wanted to make money off your ass, if you know what I'm saying. To them, that would be so fitting and apropos. They would get a big kick out of that. They get moist just thinking about it. That's how sick they are, okay? So you may be thinking about how your life could have been different for what could have been if you had taken a different path. There is no place for tears or regret in your forward journey. What is done is done. It's important to remember that you are in control of what happens next. Do not allow vulnerability. Pardon me, I can't even talk today. Do not allow vulnerability to be your weakness. Rather, allow the challenges of the past to become your strength. Hanging on to old negative emotions will hinder you. They serve no purpose now except to learn from them. It's important that you seek a positive way to deal with negative memories. Do not allow them to clutter your mind. If negative thoughts come in, push them away with positive dreams and ideas. And it wouldn't hurt if you are dealing with a narcissist or somebody with narcissistic tendencies. I'm not a doctor or therapist, but it wouldn't hurt to check in with a therapist or a doctor, okay? Because apparently, the PTSD that comes from it is very insipid and deep, and it goes very, very deep. It's hard to get to heal from it on your own. You need outside guidance. You really do, because the psychological torture, the psychological games that they play with their victims or their targets, is really below the belt. And it's nonsensical. It's enough to drive you crazy, because that's what they want to do. They want to make you look unstable. They want to destabilize you, because if you're stable and you're thinking straight, they can't do what they're here to do. You know what I'm saying? So they can just stay where they are. Get a couple of these and then we'll end it. Sorry you're going through that. Yeah, the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So the third party's involved. Oh, we're soulmates. Your ex and me, we're soulmates. Yeah, you're fucking karmics. You can stay together. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. Photograph, something to do with a photo. Looking at your photos, missing you nostalgia, and making new memories. So this person that's actually yours might be looking at your photos too much, and or if it's a male, they're looking at your photos and satisfying themselves, and this third party sees it and they know it. Yeah, they want a second chance with you because you are the phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. You're being protected though. Sword and rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. You're being protected from these fools because it looks like the third party, it just wants to, they thrive on drama. This narc does too. But the third party especially, because they have such low self-esteem that they figure that if they go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with you, a divine being, it makes them equal to you. And it doesn't. There's nothing equal about them and you. But in their sick little mind, that's what they think. Ignore them. Don't give them what they want. Okay? I hope you like to read, and until next time, take care.